My friends, that was Tina Meeks. Was that the most wonderful, caring, and I know Tina said on her new CD she has that song, and I know that's one that I want to resonate at this very core of my being. Tina, thank you so much. Well, I think you said it all, but I'll expound on it. This is the 5th Sunday of our season for nonviolence, a time when we dedicate ourselves to some practices and principles to truly make peace a way of life. This Sunday, the topic is so creative, respecting others, but so important. When we take the time and the awareness and the focus to look for the good in others and in all things, we can't help but find the good within ourselves. We were made and designed to love one another. We were made and designed to see and reflect the good in one another. But somewhere along the path, we forgot that God is all there is, and everything in this world is made of the God stuff, everything. There's not some things that are made of the essence of God and some that are not. If God is all there is, aren't we here to respect life? Now, respect is not something we give, in my opinion, because someone has a high position or a place of power. The respect I'm talking about is something we are. And I'm going to share a definition that happens to be my favorite definition, and I may be a bit prejudiced because I asked my daughter, Deanna, tell me, define respect for me. And this just rolled off her tongue. Because if you know Deanna, she's used to respecting nature and life, and that's the way she lives. She said, respect is yielding to the magnificence of what is. Wow is right. It gave me the God bumps. Yielding to the magnificence of what is. Recognizing that every single thing in our life is not only a gift, a teacher, and a lesson to be learned from. Everything in our life, the great things and the small things, are parables where God is speaking to us, for us to learn about ourselves, about each other, about life. And our sole job, our sole purpose, the art of living, is to be able to listen to the message that's being spoken. Now, when Tina asked us this morning in her powerful song to open our fists to give a hand to one another, just want you to feel, just if you want in your mind or just physically, what are you holding on to right now to make yourself right? Because if it's so important for us to be right in this world, we can't respect one another. Do you know that the golden rule, do unto others, exactly, is the thread that unites all religions. The golden rule about treating others as you would want to be treated if you were standing in their shoes is the rule, the moral rule, the law, the code that weaves all religions together. So my question is, how golden are you? All right, I've got a test. Here's my test right here. Where's my test? Okay. This is just for you to look at and think about and ponder to see where maybe your gold is a little tarnished. Maybe we need to shine up a little bit so that we may go out and be the light that we are intended to be, to reflect the beauty and good of God, and to reflect the divinity in one another. I treat other people the way I want to be treated. I am considerate of other people, especially on the freeway when they cut me off. I treat people with civility, courtesy, and dignity, even when they forget who they are and they are acting from a place other than love and acceptance and appreciation. I accept personal differences, even when people don't honor my differences. I work to solve problems without violence. I never intentionally ridicule, embarrass, or hurt other people. What is wrong with our society right now? If you look at the news, who are the main topics right now? People that we are giving love and respect to, or people that we are ridiculing and laughing at and accusing for living lives that are not as good as we know they should live, have lived, or be living? We need to start praying right now. Kirk taped a segment, and unfortunately erased it so I couldn't watch it again, but it was John Stossel talking about how fear has been such a great sales tool in our economy, in our country, how fear sells more than anything else on television, how fear captures a greater audience than anything else. Fear of what is happening to our world, fear about illness and pollution and crime and everything that's going wrong. And he took the statistics and he was showing how actually the world is getting so much better. But he said, who's going to listen to that? We will, right? We will, because we need to start respecting the things that unite us and uplift us, and turn off that television. Shut down on the news when it gets to tell you all the things that are wrong, and start looking for what's right. When I looked at respect, I realized that in my mind, respect has 4 faces or 4 tenets. So I want to give you these ideas to take home with you, that you may live from the beingness and the energy and the light of respect. Number 1, to live a respectful life, we need to be tolerant. How many of you have been to the Museum of Tolerance in LA? Actually, I was supposed to take a field trip there this week and didn't make it, so I'll have to be in a couple of weeks. But it is a multimedia museum that focuses on the effects of prejudice and racism in our country and in our world. How devastating it is to live with the eyes of judgment. You see, if we look from our human eyes, we won't see people or things as they are. We will see them as we are, because we'll have the veil of our own experiences, our own prejudice in front of us. If we choose to up-level ourselves and see through the eyes of God, we won't see things as they are. We will see them as the potential that resides within. We'll be able to look at a caterpillar and see a butterfly. We will see an eagle inside an egg. And we will see a saint inside of the selfish, egotistical person that is talking at us and not with us. So the Museum of Tolerance and Being Tolerant is teaching there is another way. Do you think your way is the best way? Do you think some people are more deserving of respect than others? What if you were tolerant of impurities and imperfections? What if you were tolerant of diversity? What if you were tolerant